video, just a short one this time. Just going to do a quick refresh of this Dawn vise. These vices are all Australian made. I'll put a bit of history on Dawn vices down below in the description. But just a little bit of a historical fact, when I was growing up as a kid, these vices were made a couple of blocks from where I lived. Just go down the end of the street through a couple of side streets and the factory where they were made were right there, so I'm fairly familiar with the Dawn name. This vice here I've actually had for roughly about 22 years. It's in pretty good condition. There's a couple of casting defects, you can see just there, and there's a very slight defect in the casting just there. A couple of angle grinder scars, but overall it's in pretty good condition, so I'm not really going to do anything major to it, just give it a clean up and a paint. So we'll get into it and we'll start with the pulling it apart. This is as far as I'm going to pull it apart. I'm not going to bother pulling out that screw there because it's actually held in by a spring and a circlip just under there, and I don't want to go wrestling with the spring and split pin just now, so I've marked the jaws because they're made specifically for one side of the other. This one's come off the base, so I've just labelled it there, and so they don't get mixed up. So I'll get into cleaning these up, and yeah, I'll show you the end result after I've cleaned them. I've given the vise a good clean up with a wire brush, degreaser, and then some prep wash. Masked it up, and now I'm ready to give it a coat of paint. Here's my vise, all painted up and put together. Just going to wait about a week or so because the paint's still a little bit tacky, so I will wait for that to fully harden and then box it up for now until we move into our own place and I can actually mount this on a bench properly and have this one as my primary vise. That's it from me for this video. Just thinking of something else I can do for the next couple of weeks while I'm on leave. Got a few options. Two main options are a bit of metalworking to make up maybe a couple of anvils out of all of this scrap steel, or a bit of woodworking on a table I made a few years ago that I'd pulled apart and I just got to do a bit of work on. So not too sure whether it be I'm not too sure whether I should do some more metalworking or woodworking. I'll have a think about it, and yeah, you'll probably see it on the next video which way I'll go. Alright, thanks for watching.